a rubber tree plant, but he's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. He's got high apple pie in the sky hopes. So anytime you're getting low, instead of letting go, just remember that ant. Oops, there goes another rubber tree plant.
Howdy, hey everybody, and welcome to another glorious episode of High Hopes, the self-improvement show that your family wouldn't suggest. As always, I am your host, Cameron. I gave Brian no warning whatsoever when that intro song was out because we're screwing with the audio again. But hey, guess what? On the positive side, we started on time, kind of, sorta. So that's pretty sweet, right, guys? Yeah? It is. It's cool. Everyone get in line. So, thank you guys for checking out the show, High Hopes, the self-improvement show that your family wouldn't suggest. I feel like I've been so overly conscious that I've been missing saying that in the beginning beforehand that now I am worried that I'm saying it too many times. I'm not prepping like I used to. Not enough cocaine in my life. I'm sober, but we're going to fix that. We've got this cognac here. No idea what it was called. Do you remember?
I think it's right there.
I can't see it from here. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so we got a great show lined up for you guys today. I'm so glad that you're here. So glad that you're loving us. We're in a new location because there's an old dog that needs our help. So we're hanging out with him, making sure he stays alive because that's important. You know, let me tell you. So very, very important. So that's what I'm here to do. Here to watch an old man. You can't see him in the background. He's here though, but 10 feet back. So
He's playing with a puzzle right now.
he's playing with a puzzle. He's doing real good. He's got the owl in place and the bunny in place. A little confused on the fox, but he's getting there. Here in the Dungeon of Doom studio, because it's a moving Dungeon of Doom. I've got Devin the Dev with movies. Devin, how are you?
Howdy ho.
Howdy ho, indeed. Also here in the Dungeon of Doom, I've got Allison, Oscar, and Harper. Where's Allison?
3 dog.
Oh, okay. They're all sleeping. And then also here in the Dungeon of Doom, we've got Yamcha. Don't touch him. He doesn't like to be touched.
I'm sorry.
And then also here in the Dungeon of Doom, I have my fishbowl, and you guys notice that, because I know you guys are all very dedicated fans, you'll notice that I didn't do a fortune cookie fortune. Well, that's because we messed with the audio, blah, 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 blah. Well, I won't repeat it too many more times. But who else is here?
I think this guy.
Oh, right. Also in the Dungeon of Doom studio, we've got Brian. Brian, how are you, beautiful?
I'm not too bad.
He's not too bad.
He's just the forgotten third. Of
Yeah,
the people in this room
nobody wants to see him.
No.
You know, I mean, they don't say enough. It's just they're like, you know what, that Brian guy, I'm kind of glad he's not on
right now.
camera.
Push him back.
Yeah, he talks too much. It's just, it's overwhelming. You know, so we've kept him. It's not even a corner. It's he's got most of the kitchen to himself.
He's turned away.
He is turned away. He doesn't even want to look at us right now.
We felt that that's what the viewers wanted.
Yeah. So we let him do that. We let him go for it. We're happy to let it happen.
I'm in a cage.
Hey, Hell
Don't believe
Knight.
him.
Hey, we know who that is. You sent him a text, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Good. Glad you're here. Glad you're watching live because you always should. There's no reason not to. Absolutely no reason not to.
Come on, we're about.
Who is Maltese
Twitch.
Falcon? I don't know who you are, but apparently they
Ooh.
want to see Brian. Thank you for watching the show.
Great, we got. more of
Appreciate
that,
it. So, guys, there are so many great things to talk about today. My week in general, it's been pretty brutal. I'm tired. I'm worn out. I'm stressed out. And, yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough. How about you, Devin? How's your week?
Oh, pretty normal.
Pretty normal?
I struggle to even think about what I've done in the last few days.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But it did some good stuff, I imagine.
Oh, there you go. Brian, how about you?
It's been pretty good. Stuff and things.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was actually trying to drink that before the show so that you wouldn't have to have that response on
Holy
camera.
shit. I'm going to get some ice cubes in
I'm
that
glad
one.
you did that over Brian talking.
Yeah.
because we obviously don't want that.
I wasn't ready for cognac. I had no idea what to expect.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna sip this.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
What's wrong with you? You're
No.
trying to drink that down?
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, I guess we'll sip it. No,
Yeah.
I drank it in 2 things, and
Hey, side note, do you know Maltese? Is that someone that you know?
no, I don't know who that is.
All right, well, hey, Maltese, thanks for being here, man.
Fuck yeah,
Or lady, I don't know. Maltese.
Maltese.
I don't know why I immediately assume it's a man.
Sounds like an NFL player.
Does it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maltese
Maltese?
has been on Z-Sweek's chat a couple times.
Oh,
I've seen.
okay. So they're familiar with Raptor Teeth and the Raptor Teeth line. If you guys are interested in High Hopes and the High Hopes line, we got that merch.
Prior episodes too.
Yeah, prior episodes all available at raptorteeth.live. The merch is pretty sweet. I am like so needing a mug. I have one already, but I need more mugs, apparently.
Wait, you already have one of the mugs for High Hope?
I already have a High Hopes mug,
An exclusive mug.
an exclusive High Hopes mug from like old gen High Hopes.
Oh,
It still looks the same.
the ex-girlfriend. Fine.
Yeah, no, but so I'm going to bring her up at some point. And then I'm going to get a new gen mug / girlfriend eventually.
Good. Yeah.
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 Probably might do it this Friday.
Sweet.
Yeah. Might get a t-shirt too. Like,
I will eventually get one.
I got Seth to make man tanks for us.
What if we just wore? Is it weird for a podcast to wear all podcast swag?
No. Yeah, if you have other podcast swag that you'd like to wear, feel free.
I don't have any other. No, I'm saying our
Oh,
own.
our own stuff? No. I would prefer that we only wear High Hopes material here on the show.
That kind of makes me think how weird it is. for
In
gays to
fact,
wear
Seth,
swag.
since you're watching, can you make us High Hopes thongs? We need Team High Hopes thongs. I don't know if that's something that's easily made. It can even just be bits of string. We'll write High Hopes on the string.
Well, along with that, we'll have to wear one of those, like, what do you call it? Cross-dressing. They have nets. I figured out
Nets.
how they bring their balls and
Oh,
testicles
okay.
back. Well, first you tuck your penis.
This
under
is a
your
great
balls,
lesson. Yeah.
and then
Tuck
you
your
push it
penis.
back. But some of them wear these like straps that look like slingshots with like 4 straps. That's how they go around. I learned about that. It's a secret because I only see the result, which is a beautiful queen, obviously. But that's how they do it. So we need one of those. High hopes, but it's gonna be like low.
Ouch. Ouch.
I need that clipped. Can someone just clip that last bit there? Oh my god, I can't wait. That's gonna be so amazing.
I can try to find it if that's what's needed, like a stock image, so you can just put high hopes in there, and then
Oh
we'll
my God.
figure out the rest.
Fantastic. Yeah, maybe. Send it to me first.
Okay.
I need time with that image in my head.
Okay.
Music? Any good music in anyone else's life? I've been listening to a lot of the Mowglis, the Eels, the Presidents of the United States of America. But that's really been about it. Yeah, kind of kicking it a little bit older with most of my music. I forgot that I liked the Eels, but I started listening to them again. I was like, no, yeah.
I want to listen to more new music, but I feel like I get sample songs, and then I'm like, oh, I like that, and then I go to listen to everything else.
I'm
and
like,
it's
no, I don't like that.
not at all.
Yeah.
I have a ton of artists that I just listen to one song from.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for it. I want to support my artists, but it's just not happening. I don't know. What about
Yeah.
you?
He's getting ice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What else you got, Devin?
What else do I got? I've been listening to basically. I always listen to a random assortment, but I have a lot of Motown and funk always. It's been my thing. I don't know if you know this, but Mayor Sly James, who's leaving, rest in peace, from Kansas City, Missouri. I was once working in a coffee shop, and I started playing James Brown, and he came up to me, and I said, I don't like him. He's a politician. They're all the same. He came up to me, and he's just like, who's playing the music here? He sounds whiter than I do. And I was like, oh, I picked the playlist here. And he's just like, amazing. And then he got the bagel from me. And I was like, I'm sold. I love him. I didn't realize it was going to be that easy for me to go from anti-establishment to just the cuck of some politician. But it happened very quickly. And
I've noticed you love to say the cuck of something.
Yeah,
you say it a
can
lot.
probably-
It's really good.
It's from when I learned about, Freudian shit. But I think I like that as an expression for sure. And maybe I'm just spilling out my subconscious there. This is supposed to be the music segment.
Yeah, it's okay. Brian, do you realize that we missed out on the Gary Clark Jr. concert because we weren't paying attention at all? That was this weekend.
I hate.
Yeah, big sad.
I do hate.
Yeah, big sad on that one.
Big sad.
And real quick, Maltese, that's not Goku, that's Yamcha. And I believe the cat's name is... It's like 10 feet from me. Purr or something.
Oh,
that's
Gary Clark Jr.
It's not important. Anyway, that's Yamcha. The only reason I have a Yamcha pop is because Yamcha was like my first Dragon Ball character that I ever liked before I knew that he wasn't good.
That's not Goku?
That's not Goku. That's Yamcha.
How dare you call him Goku?
I don't fucking watch
How dare you?
I don't watch this shit at all. If I'm gonna rally you up right now. You need to protect yourself in your Goku watching because I just thought that was a big one-upmanship the whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't like
No.
Power Rangers for the same reason. And
I
I'm
didn't really-
comparing Goku to Power Rangers.
I didn't
How do you
really
feel
like
about that?
Power Rangers either.
I mean, my favorite
I mean, I
thing,
watched Power Rangers a lot, but I didn't really care for it.
I
we-
just like
I
people
agree, sir.
yelling, so I prefer Dragon Ball Z.
I want them to yell like that. Why can't we get more
I
yelling
like the
that?
violence more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, except they like spread out their violence for like 30 episodes in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, and the
so-
yelling takes over the
Yeah.
violence.
It does.
Yeah, it does. It really does. I'd like to say they got better in later generations, but it's just not true.
No.
All right,
Oh,
so
they
I don't
didn't.
think I've ever talked anime on the show, so we'll just move on.
Twitch is the worst place for that. But
No, I think Twitch would probably be the perfect place for talking about weeb shit.
I can't do it that much though. I got like
I'm-
One Punch Man and
yeah.
Death Note on my repertoire.
I mean, I've got lots more, and I know Brian does
Oh, shit, no,
too.
Berserk.
I've got a couple, yeah.
Berserk's amazing.
What was the thing I watched most recently?
Hero Academia.
Yeah, I like that.
I didn't watch that one, but I know you did.
I don't remember what it was, but
Okay, I'll
just
get back
imagine
up
it was
here.
All
awesome.
right, so we've rambled. That man, this is a bad start, guys. What's going on? What's going on tonight?
We need to step it up.
Apparently. So, Brian, I need an intro song from you. We're gonna talk movies next.
Okay.
Hit me with an intro song.
Move it, 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 move it.
Oh, what a twist there. Alrighty, guys, it's that time of the night where now we're going to talk about movies from Devin the Dev. Each week, we pick a good or horrible movie, thanks to you, lovely lot. And this week, we didn't find any submissions that we thought were amazing, so we made him watch a movie that I like called Bad Milo. I'm a big fan of Bad Milo, and I hope you guys will be too once you hear a little bit about it. If you guys want to suggest a movie in the future, make sure to send me a PM, a DM, maybe call me if you know my digits. Yeah. And, yeah, so hit me up with movie suggestions. If we all have one that we really love, that's the next horrible or great movie we'll make Devin watch. But today it's Bad Milo. Devin,
Give some suggestions.
tell me about Bad Milo.
Bad Milo is a horror comedy, and I'd like to talk a little bit more about that, but I will get back to the actual plot. Is about a movie. It's not about a movie. It is a movie.
It's a movie about a movie.
It's no okay.
About a movie.
It's about
Bad
a
Milo.
man who has a ancient mythological creature up his butt. Some may try to say that it's a demon up his butt, but I don't actually like that because in the movie itself, it describes it as an ancient creature beyond the monotheistic religions. So it has nothing to do with fucking hell. It is a crucial part of this individual, sort of like a werewolf, but it's an intestinal creature that comes out of your asshole, and it seems like men have this, and yeah, basically he finds out about it at the beginning because he's having an extreme amount of stress. So it sets it up, and I already know about this from the get-go. But as it goes on, I'm like, all right, I'm in for a butt demon movie. That's what I'm thinking. And it gives so much more reason to it. I love it. I love it. It immediately becomes a metaphor for toxic masculinity and fatherhood. And like the fatherhood thing is in, like motherhood, vaginal birth, but for a man, it would come out your ass. So it's kind of funny. And I don't know. It's a comedy horror blend that I thought did very well. And it was fun the whole time. Obviously it wasn't terribly serious. There was some good murders. There was a very graphic scene where the butt creature named Milo bites off a dick. So if you want to see that, you should see that. I mean, I've seen that scene in a couple of different iterations. That was maybe my most favorite penis
Of all
mutilation scenes.
of all the dick biting scenes out there, that was your favorite.
Yeah, human. It's like it's always a little bit too intense, and it usually has like revenge involved in it. But
Yeah.
like this one was not.
This one's he's just having a good
But
time, right?
it's literally a doctor who's trying to tell the main character that he was having erectile dysfunction, so he bites his dick off in an alleyway. And I'm telling you, this movie thought about this, and I think that I recommend it. This is probably the first of all the movies that I've watched here that you should watch. I think it's good. And honestly, drama comedies, not horror comedies, are really fucking hard to do. I've seen maybe like 3 drama comedies, like let's hit the comedy market, let's hit the drama market, let's do them both right, that work well. Comedy horrors work out more often than not, like Shaun of the Dead, Evil Dead. I will probably have some other ones when I start thinking about it, and if anybody can help me out here. But horror comedies do pretty well, and this one I think can be added to it, and I enjoyed it. I mean, what did you guys think when you saw it, Brian?
I love Butt Monsters.
Butt Monsters?
Butt Monster was great.
Do you have a top 5 favorite butt monster?
Yeah, so there was Butt Monsters from the Deep 2. That was a pretty good one.
Butt Monsters from the Deep?
2.
Well, there is ass zombies I've heard about from Japan.
Ooh.
Wait. Ass zombies or zombie ass?
Zombie ass. You're
Zombie ass was just suggested
Oh, look at
from
that.
Hell Night. Maltese, great suggestion with Young Frankenstein. I love that movie.
It's so good.
Okay.
Love
yeah.
that movie.
Wow. I didn't even think about it, but yes, and I would generally say that's more of a parody of a horror. So I'm just gonna go with categorical difference there. That's a comedy parody of a horror and not a horror comedy. You can argue with me. I like it. It's called dialectic. We'll get to some point in which we all can, digress over it.
There you go. Hey, Z-Swigs, real quick. Matthew is also my favorite butt demon, but maybe number 2 to Milo. If you had to help explain Milo's personality to the unknowing audience that we have tonight, how would you best explain Milo to the audience? Who is Milo? What motivates him?
Milo is what a child is, honestly, and I think as a metaphor. He has the aggression, an unknowing aggression of your parents. Like a lot of people say now that you inherit your trauma from your parents. It's like he's shitting, and that intensity of stress is Milo. So he is literally going and killing people, but he's also like a child and like a buddy to the main character. So very childlike. He's adorable. He's E.T. essentially. He's E.T. butt demon. And I'm sorry I said demon. That was way offline. He's mythological, ancient creature that cohabitates with another individual. I'm into this movie, obviously. Like, I liked it. It had its own world. It built world. Jillian Jacobs, who plays the wife, is my least favorite part. She's just like supportive wife the whole time, and she
She doesn't have any problems with any of it.
meaningless
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Like, and she's in fact that way in almost all of her shit. And I'm like, why?
What's the main guy's name?
Ooh,
It's Nathan Fillion.
Well,
Nathan
no,
Fillion,
it's
isn't
definitely not. It's Marino.
Yeah,
I
is
do
it?
that all the time.
Do I mix those guys up every single time I see
Nathan
him?
Fillion with Marino.
Dang it.
Every single time. But this movie is Marino.
Wait, Nathan Fillion, is he in the movie too?
No. He thinks that Nathan Fillion is the main
Who's
guy
Nathan Fillion?
with the butt demon.
They're the same people.
They look so close to each other. They're like twins. They're the doppelgangers of themselves.
No, he's in. The main guy is from Children's Hospital on Adult Swim.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know who
Ken
Nathan Fillion is.
Marino. Is that right?
Ken Marino.
I think it's Ken Marino. Yeah, your phone hates you.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it's Ken Marino is the lead in this movie.
Yeah,
not
he's in a lot of
Nathan
goofy
Fillion.
shit. I heard, bonus material on IMDb, or whatever website I got it from. Never mind. I don't know if I can say that. I think it's fine.
It's fine.
That when he read the script, he went in instead of an audition. He said he was going in for his fitting. Because it's an ass thing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going up his asshole.
And I was right. It was Ken Marino.
Ken
Brian
Marino.
pulled it up for us. It's also got Patrick Warburton in it. And who was the chick's name? You already put it away.
Jillian
It's
Jacobs.
Jillian Jacobs.
Jillian
yeah.
Jacobs, yeah.
Yeah, I
Great cast. Warburton, he's another guy I get
Yep.
mixed up every day
Who's
of my
the
life.
therapist? The guy who's the nihilist in The Big Lebowski?
Oh
That's
yeah.
the therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good too. I liked him.
I was mentioning it earlier, but I don't understand how there's actual people in this movie. Like, I mean, I get that it's a
Right.
good movie, but
It's-
as I watched it, it almost seemed like a sci-fi movie. You know, like
No,
one of those
it
cheesier
100% is like it's the perfect sci-fi movie, sci-fi channel movie. Like
Yeah, like it's
daytime
a
TV.
really good
They
sci-fi.
I don't think they could put it on Sci-Fi Channel.
It's too good.
It's too good.
It is
Oh, and
actually too
butts.
good.
Yeah,
I would
it really
agree.
is.
It really hits all the marks, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what you gotta hate. You know, there's nothing to hate about it. There's
Yeah.
nothing trash about it,
Yeah.
particularly.
Well, I just can't imagine actors being like, "Oh, Butt Demon, yeah, I'm in."
If you ever seen Children's Hospital, that guy would definitely do that movie.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
God, what Adult Swim show was I just watching? There's a new one on Netflix Hulu that they just put out on the Adult Swim channel, and it's some anime. Talking about anime again, and it's just like I feel like I'm watching something interesting, but I cannot pay attention at all because there are too many like, huh?
No, I love Adult Swim. It's like the edge of the most edgy creativity that I've seen on television at any point. I don't mean like edgy in like a really stupid way, but like the verge of what is entertainment is on Adult Swim, and there's no fucking other place on television like that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean,
I love Adult Swim.
it's the only actually like organic television that there is on TV.
I love their like.
Everything's formula.
I love Adult Swim's Instagram. I pay attention to it
Yes,
all
I do.
the time.
It's great.
All the time, I pay
They do a
attention
pretty
to
good
it.
job. Yeah.
Brian, what are you doing to us by not being on Instagram?
Well,
What the
I don't
fuck?
know. What would I post? What would I post?
You don't
on
need
this?
to post on anything. Just enjoy the content with me. I have so many
Okay,
like
fine. I'll do it. I'll do it.
guitar
You're a
things.
curator, you know, post other shit.
Like shit.
Yeah, literally. I know.
Could I post my best shits?
literally post your best shits.
Would they let me?
Not for very long, but you can do it for a while. I bet for a while.
Good.
Just go out and find like dog shit and just like this is a good shit.
No, just my shits.
Okay.
Just only mine.
Only your shits, and then I only want the caption to be, "This is a good shit."
Shit, that's good shit.
Day number 2. Shit, this is good shit. Day number 3. That's a good shit.
Damn, that's some good shit. I'm about to take a shit. This is some preliminary shit.
It's just a photo of Brian going, yeah.
Yep.
That would be great. No, I'm all for that. I'd follow that.
All right.
I'd follow it with my spare accounts. You got to have backups.
I'll do it.
You never know what's going to happen. Hey, fun fact. Did you guys know that you can cut off part of your finger with one of those little devices that you use to cut apples into little parts?
Yep.
Yeah, I put one through my hand today.
Well, let me see.
Don't do that.
I mean, it's not. I'm not dying. It's just that's all it is. It stopped bleeding a long
Oh,
time
fuck,
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
but-
is it like? The one with this? It cuts out the cord too.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So I put that into my hand. It was pretty funny. It had nothing to do with anything else we're talking about, but I just wanted you to let you know that I'm hurting myself on the daily.
I was expecting you to have no finger and I didn't notice.
Oh yeah, hey guys, you
No
guys
biggie.
notice? Yeah, like I'm like, missing some digits. It's cool though.
It's just a call for help in the
Yeah,
base.
no, it's fine. I'm just trying to get more attention. People don't pay enough attention to me.
No.
No,
No.
no, they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
He needs help.
I need help.
I think you should. No, you shouldn't do that. But I mean, like he may be cutting more apples if we don't get more viewers.
Don't exactly. Don't make me eat more apples.
Has he done it right the first time?
I just picture it a
Stop,
stream of you
Cameron.
like, no, more apples.
Stop Cameron from eating apples. Subscribe. Follow High Hopes on Twitch today.
That's right. That's really
I
important.
like that. That's the new show slogan. Stop Cameron from eating apples. Follow us on Twitch today. It's not too long. Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, Brian, I need another intro song. It's that time again. It's time for news. So hit me with a beautiful, beautiful song from your homeland.
But no.
That was beautiful. What's your homeland again? I forget whereabouts you're from.
I don't know. Somewhere in Kansas.
Oh,
It's
yes.
weird thing. It's really weird.
They're
here.
really bassy in Kansas.
Yep.
I noticed.
Ostrovia.
Thank you. Did we find out that we actually do need a bottle opener for this?
It's in the key over there. Yep.
Cool. Perfect.
All right, back.
Oh, yeah. Z-Swigs would like us all to know that as long as Brian is safe, nobody cares about my hands. So more apples for me, I guess.
I want your hands.
You want my hands?
Yeah.
You trying to get these hands? You trying to catch these hands, homie? You can catch them. Indeed. So I've noticed something. This is, I know we said we were getting into news and whatnot, but I've noticed that like every Raptor Teeth show on the network does Wednesdays.
They do.
Do they really?
Like literally,
Yep.
like yeah, like
We need to move?
no, we're not gonna move.
Do they do Wednesday
Where?
at our time?
I
Are we competing with times?
I think we might be competing with
We
one
might
time.
be, yeah.
With
Are we
one time at
killing
least. No, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not going to switch over to look, and I'm not going to tell anybody else who they
Oh,
are.
I forgot. They're our team.
Yeah, they're our team. We want to support them, but I'm still not going to. I'm going to wait until I know that their stream is off.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm sure Seth will tell you who it is here in a second.
Okay, cool.
But no, Seth's stream ended a little while ago. The Borbo and Bungus hour ended a little bit ago,
That's at 4.
and then
Good God, how much content?
there's another show that's on, I think, right now, and I think that's everybody. So Wednesday's a big day for Raptor Teeth. Big day.
I
So
just got immediately aggressive in my mind, but they're same team.
It's time to fight! We can't have this!
I'm
The
not
show
happy
ended
with
3 hours before ours. Time to die!
no, I agree. Allison just went whale eyes on me. She's like, "Whoa, what?"
Hey, what's
Meanwhile,
going
Harper
on
came over. Was
there?
like, "Are you okay? Do you need love?" I do need love. Come here, big guy.
it. Yeah, what's,
All right, Brian.
What was the segment?
Is it time for news?
Oh, yeah. No. Okay. So, I have a theme today.
Oh, the show that's on right now is not normally on.
Should we explain?
Wednesday? It's Jesse's private party.
Oh, yeah.
They're normally on Mondays.
Yes. So, here's the deal.
Anyway,
I'm going to read 3 stories, and one of them is not real. The other 2 will be faux real.
faux real. This is actually probably my favorite segment right now.
I mean, I just got excited.
Yeah, I think everyone loves to hear news from Brian.
I got
It's
one
so
assignment
good.
of the week, and I'm saying that this is not my favorite. Or this is my favorite.
Yeah. So, Brian,
So, the theme
give us the good stuff.
The theme is protecting the earth.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll go story number 1 is
Oh my God, you're killing me.
story number 1.
Story number 1.
I'm going to read it.
He's gonna read it right now.
Story no okay.
Jesus,
So
we're all dying tonight. I'm killing everyone.
there is somebody from Indonesia.
Ah,
An Indonesian scientist has created a boat
a boat,
that will battle global warming.
a battle boat. Let's
Yes.
take on global warming for
And
us.
the way it will do it is by collecting water
Mm.
and then creating little tiny icebergs because all the icebergs are melting.
Okay.
And that's it.
So this boat's gonna make ice cubes and throw it into the water in Indonesia.
Is Donald
Yes.
Duck driving it?
Fantastic.
Well, and they're going to create a fleet of them.
Fleets.
Was the
How big are these boats? Do we know that? Are we allowed to know that?
We don't, but I made a drawing.
You made a
it's
very
not as
beautiful
great because I
drawing.
can't necessarily show people,
What?
but you can look at it if you want.
Oh
It is
my
a tiny
God.
boat.
It looks like a block
Why,
of cheese.
Why can't you show that?
I could, but it would look janky.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's
that's
do
the
it.
Point.
So here it is. Here's the boat. And then on the top, there's a reservoir that will dip under the water and fill with water. And then as it creates ice, it'll remove the salt, freeze, and then go under the water again, and the ice will float.
Fantastic.
As a side note, user Blake be trippin' once you know global warming is fake.
Okay.
So obviously his vote is that this story is fake.
I believe
But hit me with story number 2.
if they really think that, they should create these boats because they won't do anything. Anyways, the
need
next
more Ice Cube boats
is
in my life.
that story number 2.
Story number 2.
Number 2. Lollapalooza,
Oh, this is good.
in efforts to be more eco-friendly, is choosing to increase the prices of their water bottles, so they will in turn sell less.
What a bunch of dicks.
So
what?
like fucking $50 or whatever.
So they used to be $5, and so they went around to all the venues and they said, "Hey, look, we're gonna get together and do this." It used to be $5, now they're $8, and they think in turn they will sell less, thus using less plastic. This is what they said when they were told when they raised the prices. Someone was like, "Hey, why are you doing this?" Because they went around to all the venues and tried to get people to do it. And somebody collectively said, "Hey, why are you doing this?" They said, "To be more eco-friendly."
Okay, that is going to be the loudest cottonmouth I've ever fucking heard ever. I mean, like, there has to be, like, Beyonce playing and then fucking everybody in the audience, like, because they're not going to fucking pay for it. They just went to a distillery and then they came there.
Yeah, I think it's dumb alone to be like, hey, you know what? Let's make water more expensive than beer.
Well, I'll keep in mind, this is what they said when they raised the prices.
Okay.
So I'm merely trusting them that that's why they're raising the prices. That it's eco-friendly. And then, the last and loveliest.
Number 3.
Number 3. The Brazilian president, and I apologize if I pronounce this wrong, but it's Jair Bolsonaro? Sure. He has said, he has given the advice to saving the environment, which is instead of pooping every day,
This is good.
poop every other day.
Poop every other day.
I literally have no more
Dude,
things written down. That's a
You
story
know
on
what?
its own.
This has officially become a very hard one.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
okay.
Boats.
Number 1,
Number 1.
in Indonesia, they're making little ice cube boats.
Yes.
I'm just assuming they're little.
Can I say a side note?
Number 2, hold up. Number 2,
Lollapalooza.
Lollapalooza is selling really expensive water bottles
and
in
saying
order
it's eco-friendly.
and saying it's eco-friendly. And number 3, take your poops every other day. So, chat, here's your opportunity. 1, 2, or 3. Which one do you think it is? Is it going to be number 1, the tiny little ice cube boats? Number 2, Lollapalooza's really, really expensive water bottles? Or number 3, take a poop every other day. Save the world. Okay, so Blake B. Trippin votes boats and hose.
Boats and hose. Ooh.
Boats and hose from chat. Let's see. They should. Z6 says number 5.
Okay.
That's
Z-Swigs
awful.
is banned from this for life.
I really want to say something about the fucking boat.
Okay, do you want to go back to the boat? Say something
it,
about the
do
boat.
it.
Let's hear it.
What I want to say about the boat is that, okay, it's a perfect job for
Another
certain-
vote for number 2, by the way.
The boat is the perfect job for a hipster because I think hipsters are essentially hippies that roll their eyes too much, and that is what a hipster is. And so the idea of saving the environment but also being a sailor is fucking perfect for that type. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Oh my god, I really have no fucking idea which one.
Yeah, this one's hard. This one's really
They
hard.
all sound absolutely real.
I could believe all of this. I think the least likely one.
Presidents saying ridiculous things.
No, I believe that one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think 3 is pretty likely. That sounds like something a dumbass politician would say.
Just poop every day, bro.
I feel like
every
the
other day.
Coachella one is the most headline of like, of course they made it more expensive.
Yeah, that seems. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with number 1. Number 1 for me is the fake, and the other 2 are real.
I'm gonna go number 2.
And you think number 2 is fake?
Yeah.
Chat also believes that number 2 is fake. So, Brian.
The fake one is
Angered the dogs.
number 2.
Number 2 is the fake?
Woo!
And because I'm doing this,
God damn it.
I would like to read the scores of this overall. Ever since I've been
Okay.
doing this, Devin has 3. Chat has 3. Cameron has 0. I was really hesitant about using that Lollapalooza one. I had to tweak it too. Like
Oh,
it
did
was
you?
so absurd.
What was it? What was the absurd bits that you didn't say?
Well,
'Cause
no,
I was
like,
about to say,
it was really
$5
vague.
to $8 is reasonable.
No, I had to make up prices, and I had to. But it basically just said. I think actually they said it was $50 per bottle.
Right.
Which no.
I think I even fucking said that earlier. I was just like, what is it, $50
See,
now?
See, I'm noticing something when Brian does this, and maybe this will help me get points in the future.
Maybe.
When Brian gives too much information,
Dang it.
that's the one that's
Oh.
fake.
That means you got to.
I mean, I drew a picture of the
Yeah.
boat, man.
He did draw a picture of the boat, but there wasn't a whole lot to say. He didn't say like he
Wait,
just
why
said
did
a
you draw it?
scientist.
Wait, why did you draw a picture of the boat? That was not necessary for anyone.
I know, but I did it for myself.
Brian likes to do things.
I like
okay?
to draw things, all right?
Okay.
Yeah. So chat's in the lead right now, right?
No, Devin and Chad are tied. You are not close to tied.
Damn it.
We get it.
So,
We get it.
I don't even want to bring this up now because I'm losing. But we talked
It's okay, buddy.
about doing something as a group for the three, or for, well, actually, this is just between you and me.
Okay.
That we would kind of do like a season thing, maybe just like every other month or something. Hey, Maltese, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Maybe something like every other month where we decide like an official winner. And whoever has the most points wins. The person who has the least points faces Judgment of Doom or punishment.
But what if I'm so good at the game that you just follow me?
Oh, that I start picking what you pick?
Should we change the game up?
Well, okay, here. I'll let it decide. Let's say we tie,
Okay.
then chat decides
Who wins?
who actually won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if we tie for some reason, then chat decides.
And there's a punishment involved?
We got to figure out what the punishments are. We'll let chat decide what the punishments are.
We'll think about
Oh,
it.
that's smart.
I-
Let
yeah.
chat decide punishments.
That's a bad idea. But if there's something that's not, if something we can still do on Twitch,
Be witty and reasonable.
or don't. We'll take all submissions. Just send me a message and I'll take a look at all of them.
Be
And then
not funny
we'll bring up the
and unreasonable.
we'll bring up some of the ideas for punishment or Judgment of Doom
Okay.
next week. So make sure to send those to me, so I know. Brian, you win. You know that they decided.
Oh, I know.
Brian wins.
I know I win.
Yeah. So I like that one. That one always works out for me. Just so you guys know. So yeah, I got to catch up because I know I've watched Twitch streams for just long enough that you guys are awful people.
What do
You say they say some of the most insane shit. Like, I would have never thought of that. That sounds awful. Oh my god, I'm gonna die now. So I think that I think this is going to be not in my favor. I think I am going to be sacrificed very, very quickly because of this thing that I've just decided to do just now.
Oh, good.
So, Brian, it's time for another segment. It's
Okay.
time for an audience favorite. The audience favorite, of course, is Bad Dating Profiles. Hit me with the theme song, Brian.
Bad dating profiles are very bad. Bad.
Such a beautiful song. It's being held out of the charts though for some reason. I think it's the fart noises.
Right.
I mean, we could change it, but I don't want to mess with the
Doesn't
original work.
classify as thing is the thing. It doesn't conform.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Doesn't conform.
Probably what it is. It's too good for this generation.
Yeah.
So, guys, what this is I spend a lot of time on dating profiles, and I find the cream of the crop. And basically, what's going to happen here is I'm going to tell you this person's profile name, their age, how far they away from me, and their beautiful little description. And I don't show photos because that's an invasion of everyone's privacy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So anyway,
terrible.
first up on Bad Dating Profiles, we've got Miranda. Miranda is 24 years old. Miranda is 17 miles away. And all she has to say is, fuck Netflix and chill. I want a Mario Kart and steal your heart.
I was hoping it was going to be dirtier.
No. She knows what she's doing.
Mario Kart.
That's fair.
She's
I like
know what
that
she's
one.
doing.
I like it.
And let's just take a look at Miranda so you guys know. I'd let Miranda steal my heart.
Brandon will make the comments on this one.
Miranda is a very beautiful lady.
I mean, yeah.
And it's not just because her titties are bigger than my face.
I mean,
It's also
yeah.
like the choker. Yeah, obviously.
Is there a choker on?
Yeah, you
Oh,
see-
there is.
Yeah, she's into
I
some
was like,
stuff.
there's a necklace.
That means nothing else other than I like long
literally
walks on the
called-
beach. And, Mai Tais are my favorite evening drink. That's what it means. But Miranda,
Called jokers.
24, 17 miles away. Fuck Netflix and chill. I want a Mario Kart and steal your heart. Girl, anytime. Anytime. This one has a lot of words into it, so I already don't know if this one's actually funny, but I might have just saved this one because of titties. This is Sarah, 24. She's a doggy daycare supervisor, and she was 10 miles away from me at the time.
What a career.
Her profile says, tall as fuck. I'll probably hurt your feelings on accident. Help me get my abs back. Single dads, need not apply. Oh, breaking my heart.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Ouch. The stinger at the
That
end.
was a stinger at the end.
Didn't hold back.
Oh, no.
Make my abs. What do you like? I don't know what kind of.
Help me
fuckery
get my
you do
abs
to
back.
Get abs,
Bas-
honestly.
Basically, you don't eat.
No,
Abs are made in the kitchen, not at the gym.
Yeah, or fucking. What I'm thinking of is like if she's saying being like applying something. There's no sexual position that makes you move your. Like, do this. Like, what are you sucking his dick and it's in your pussy? Like,
Yep. You got it.
Nope,
Yeah,
the
that's it.
miming makes it better. I like that. Also, I'm noticing a theme here. Sarah also has a choker on. And it's got like a little necklace that dangles down to her tatas.
yeah.
She's got a little sunflower tattoo. I like Sarah. But she doesn't like me. I can't.
don't-
I'll have to lie about Tiny Human.
What's with people not showing their entire face?
Well, her entire face was probably shown. I just cut it off because I needed to make sure that I got single dads need not apply in there.
Yeah, that's what you wanted to get in there. That's the thing you needed in
That's
there.
what I wanted to remember. Oh, this one's going to be good. Mo.
Okay.
Mo is 35.
Wow.
Mo is a demisexual, pansexual queer. That's what it says. 9 miles away. Looking for friends, collaborators, and question mark, question mark, question mark. I change my mind often and may be an alien. I don't drink, but love coffee, weed, and valerian root. Hit me up for an awkward time. Once again, Mo, 35.
Okay, that's loaded, and I could talk about everything. First of all, I've already lost the definition to demisexual. Does that mean they fuck gods?
I don't remember what
What the
demisexual
fuck
means.
does demisexual mean versus pan? I get the pan. It's kind of like, no, I actually don't get the pan. I lose the pan too because they don't really. It's not definitive. It's not definitive.
I mean, whatever. I get it.
Okay.
I mean,
here's
I
the
don't
thing.
get it, but whatever.
A demisexual is a person who does not experience sexual attraction unless they form a strong emotional connection with someone. It's more commonly seen in, but by no means confined to romantic relationships.
Okay, they don't fuck
That's-
around.
It's not a real thing.
No, I mean, okay.
Yeah, I'll be that.
And then a pansexual or omnisexuality is the sexual, romantic, or emotional attraction towards people regardless of their sex or gender identity.
that makes more sense.
Pansexual people may refer to themselves as gender blind, asserting that gender and sex are not determining factors in their romantic or sexual attraction to others.
I think it's excitement.
Can you look up what queer means then? Maybe I don't know what that means.
Actually-
Queer means like, oh, it's a
Queer is a large
biodome.
Yes, it's a large array of things. Like, let's say, I mean, you could.
It's
Try not to-
non-conforming. Honestly,
Yeah, to an extent. Yeah,
I respect that one. The demi one, I'm not so much on board with.
I feel like that one's too complicated for me to wrap my
Demi,
head around.
like that's not going to get one of the acronyms on the LGBTQ.
Right.
It's not going to get one because it's well, Pan already covered it. Now you
Yeah.
got Demi, whatever the fuck that. You're not a god. I'm sorry. I know I'm
He's going back to the
misinterpreting
God thing.
it, but Demi is no. I mean that's in no.
Yeah. So.
Can I ask what it means to collaborate with someone? Just, I mean, I
Oh,
understand
I
what
think
that
she was.
word means.
I think she was an artist.
Oh, okay. I thought she just said, I want to collaborate and didn't
Yeah, yeah.
specify at all.
Sorry, I didn't really show you the photos. So. But
It
yeah,
didn't
no,
matter,
You're good.
right? It doesn't matter.
She's an artist.
Well, there's
I
boobs,
believe.
but-
Yeah, exactly. Next, Janae. Janae. Oh, by the way, I feel like I should go back. Mo
Yes.
looked female.
Okay.
But
I
may
don't know why
not
that matters,
identify.
but you know,
No,
right.
it's-
She didn't say anything about her own gender.
No,
was
she
talking
did
about
not.
Her own sexuality.
I guess I should just left that out. There's no need for that, right? We could have all made our own opinions.
Yeah, you're really offending everybody.
My bad. My bad. All right, so Janae, 25.
Anyways,
I'm kidding. I was just
Janae,
talking shit
25.
Yeah.
Oh, she goes to a real school, so I can't say that. Maybe actually, I don't think that's a real school.
Wait.
This is probably an online university.
Oh fuck it. We can
Anyway,
say property.
1
whatever.
mile away.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah, she's probably a neighbor of mine. I'm 5'8", so I like tall guys. Intellectual.
Intellectual.
I wish they would have said that. Intellectual ratchet personified. Follow me on Snapchat. Instagram. And then she has another one, but I wasn't gonna share all that.
Intellectual ratchet.
She's an intellectual ratchet personified.
I kind of like that, honestly. That's like a juxtaposition.
She's also a very pretty lady. Big
Yeah.
fan of her. Yeah, you want to see?
Yeah, I see.
Oh, you see?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Can I just point out I hate when people, I don't know, I guess when you single out people for anything.
What do
But,
you
you know, like,
single
I
out?
don't know, like, I get that you have preferences, and everybody has
Oh, the
preferences,
height
but
thing?
yeah, like, I don't
That's
know.
a dumb.
I don't like it.
personally get it, but I understand that people have preferences, and preferences aren't really intellectual ideas.
Yeah,
So it's like you got what you got. You like what you like,
yeah.
and I can't judge that really.
Yeah.
And you can't call someone like. I personally like the full spectrum too. Height doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Race doesn't matter. But like when people do have that, I don't equivalate that's wow. I feel terrible for saying that word. Equivalate. I don't. Whatever the word is, for like race or something like that. If someone likes a certain kind of person,
Yeah.
I don't. That's not the same thing as being like a racist or anything like that.
No,
Is that
no.
controversial?
No.
Like if you do like that, that's fine. Personally, no. But if that's your thing, it's your thing. What the fuck? It's a kink. Are you
Yeah,
gonna
I
start
know,
judging
that's
for kinks
true.
for that reason? For any other reason?
I'll admit I zoned out for a second there, so I have no idea what we're talking about. Something about kink and races.
No,
but
I mean, you have a point. I know what you're saying. If you're specific, that's the only thing. You know, like, that's what people are. People
As
have
long as you're
specific
not
preferences.
like, well, fuck those
but
people.
yeah, don't bring people
Yeah,
down
then
for
you're
it.
an
But
asshole.
I don't think she was.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I'm with you.
She was interesting.
all right,
And she's a ratchet.
an intellectual one.
No, just a ratchet.
Okay.
She's
She's like a
intellectual
tool.
and a ratchet.
So the next one, guys.
Trout.
This next one I think I like a lot. Maybe we're gonna find out. Maybe this will be like the last one that where it's like, you know, no single dads need apply or whatever. But anyway, Taylor, 22. Her description says a lot, so there's only a little bit of cleavage in the photo.
Dang it.
You can only see. Taylor, 22. She's a pre-K teacher. Lives pretty close, about 18 miles away from where I was currently. She's a preschool teacher and proud MILF. Don't let me hold the McDonald's bag because I'll eat all the fries. She says, not your friend with benefit, not your girl to hang out with because you're in KC for the weekend, not your game player or rebound. What I am, loyal, good smelling, Stranger Things watcher, eater of pineapple on pizza, efficient, your soulmate. Once again, Taylor, 22.
Somebody who's been through the battlefield of Tinder before.
Yeah, they.
I mean, like when
They're
you,
not
when
messing
you read
around
that,
anymore.
they've been through some shit already.
They've
Like, they've been.
they've had some situations like nope, this, nope.
Which I get when it's the female, that you have to be like no, but they know that the men are never going to read it. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's Tinder. It blows my mind anytime someone takes Tinder seriously.
Wait, is this the same one?
This is a new person that I'm looking
Okay,
at
what
now.
was the age of the last person?
Last person was 22.
22 and a pre-K teacher and a MILF. Right, well, that happens.
Yep.
I can't
That's a
fucking
thing.
judge.
Yeah. All right. You guys ready for this one?
Sure.
Oh, yes.
Brittany, 21, freelance at a. Oh, I know that company. She's a freelancer.
God damn it.
9 miles away. Looking for my forever rave bay. Freelance media tech and film production, mechanics, and cars are my hobby. Spiritual AF. Must be fluent in talking shit because I speak a lot of it. I got a lot of ass, grass, and sass to keep anyone happy. She's pan. Apparently, and I don't know how. I think this is how this is said. She's an Aries sun and a Gemini moon. I can roll better than you. Tell me your sign. I have a kitty and 3 doggos. Brittany, 21.
I hate her.
You hate her? I
Fucking hate her.
for the Aries sun and the Gemini moon.
Well, no, it's
You hated her before that?
Yeah, but I don't know. We don't even get into politics. But it's fucking spiritual as fuck. And then you're like, we can talk shit all day. Well, man, I can do a much better job than you right now, guaranteed. We go head to head. Fucking come at it. I would. You like her so we can fucking talk and talk about this shit talking. I will make you look like a fool.
Does this? I want to know if this happens.
This is why Devin is already married. He can't be out there right now. He found someone's like, nope, this is the one. I'm not out there to mess around anymore.
That's right.
I want to know if there's people on
That is
Tinder that just
absolutely
get
right.
attacked. Like it's like, oh, they liked me. Like, come at me, bro. Just like, oh, whoa, okay.
Fucking dogs.
Chat's saying height maintenance is that last girl.
High maintenance.
High maintenance.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's talking about. Oh, she probably would be the type of person who's like, I hate drama. You know where the fuck she's doing all day. It's
Yeah.
drama.
No, I think it's just the sun rising and moon setting thing that is like, no, I'm out.
Right.
Yeah.
She's gonna look at the stars and be like, I'm being a bitch right now because these fucking constellations up here.
Ooh, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Leo is upside down right now. I cannot handle.
Fucking, I'm being ridiculous because of fucking. It's kind of foggy
Oh, my
outside.
God. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that either. That would hurt my brain.
Oh,
It hurt
boy.
hurt my brain so much. So I try to keep a limit on how many bad dating profiles I use because
Right, because there's so many good ones.
there's so many good ones, and I wanna keep you guys entertained for a long time. I've got several saved, but I collect more all the time. If you guys find one that is just silly, feel free to slide into the DMs. I'd love to share yours, or if you've got one you think it's silly and you need help with it, I'll gladly give you advice.
Oh my god, if you were a female and you start
yeah.
getting some of the male profiles in,
Oh yes, no. That's what I need, ladies out there.
Yep.
There's such a world.
Because my profile says I'm male, I'm only connecting with guys that want guys and girls that want guys. So ladies, if you're out there and you see some just dumb profiles from straight dudes, please send me that. I hear about them, but I need photo proof so I can talk about it on the show and make fun of these people.
because we've talked about it a little bit.
We need to make fun of all people.
We do need to, but honestly, the gay men are pretty.
Yeah, the gay guys.
they're pretty clean.
They're classy dudes.
They get it.
They
understand it.
They're
They've had Tinder fucking 10 years before tenure. Tinder, I mean.
yeah.
Yep.
No, it's straight people that
They've
are the
had
funniest.
tenure to Tinder.
Yeah, the straight people are probably the
Oh,
funniest
snap.
for the most part.
Right?
I think.
But I think this should be clipped because we need those viewers. I'll bring this to Facebook, and I will start inviting the females to please bring that in because honestly, we need this.
Yeah, Maltese likes your beard, by the way.
Well, thanks.
We're 1 for 1 for you. Someone said you
Hey.
looked like pubic hair on your face, and it looks very straight today. Actually, it's not so curly. Did you just like get it groomed?
I didn't do anything.
It looks good today.
Not a thing.
Not a thing. Maltese appreciated.
I really.
You can well, you know what? That's what we'll sell off. One of these days, we'll sell off the ability to pet your beard.
Okay.
Okay. All right,
Right,
Maltese. You're number
Wherever
one in
you
line.
are.
We'll come find you if you're into that.
All right. All right. Well,
Okay, guys. I think at the beginning of the show I said this. Today we're going to talk about old stories. Normally, High Hopes, self-improvement show, we try to improve your life. Well, today I'm going to improve your life by telling you things that I've done in my life or that the guys have done in their life that we're going to tell you not to do. You shouldn't do these things. They are mostly dumb things that ended poorly for us. Or maybe they ended well, but in the long run, probably not the best idea to do these things. I was talking to Brian the other day about some of these stories. I was like, man, can I even tell these stories? These are stories that I did in my 20s. Are they not going to read well as a 30-year-old dude saying stories that he did in his 20s? Am I going to go to jail if I tell some of these stories? I already know that's not true. And, I think I got time on my side for some of these. So, so I've got a couple of stories that I'll tell, and I think the guys might have one or two in their mind. Brian's got a few stories that he wants to share about me. Brian, easily the person that has known me the longest, next to my parents.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I've known Brian for almost 20 years now.
Really?
Our relationship
Hey,
can almost drink.
Who, someone else new followed us.
Uh,
Who's that?
New follower.
on the far
was
right.
it Maltese or was it?
Maltese, yeah.
and
Thank you, Maltese.
Segluna?
Segluna? Is that what it says?
I'm
I
gonna
can't read
I'm gonna
it
go
from
with
this
that. Segluna.
Segluna, thank you for following. Appreciate you. You're the love of my
yes.
life.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you so much.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying nice glasses. I actually, like, all the time think about I need to get back to contacts because I'm really just wearing glasses because I was lazy and didn't want to get contacts.
You can talk about contacts right now. Or you can tell
No,
me how
I'm
you
not gonna-
fucked up in your 20s.
Right. Let's talk about how it's fucked. All right, Brian. So I need a theme song for old stories. Today's topic: old stories.
Old stories, they're very old.
And now it's time for everyone's new favorite topic: old stories. I've got a few. I've lived quite the life. If Z Swigs is still watching, he's probably itching to hear what stories I might say because he's got a few favorite ones. I know for sure. Okay, so the new follower, you say their name.
I'm gonna say. Oh my goodness.
We're really struggling over a new
Sage Luna. I'm just gonna call you Luna. Is that
Sage.
cool? Can
Oh,
I just
okay.
call you
Sage
Luna?
Luna. Yep, Luna.
Luna. Thank you, Luna. Appreciate you. I'm going to figure out how to say that first part eventually. I'm very dumb. I apologize. But Luna, thank you so much for following the stream. Thanks for checking us out. Maltese, also, can't give you enough props. So, I do bad dating profiles. I like to talk about those all the time. I'm on dating profiles all the time. And so I want to tell you guys about what I originally thought was a very sweet little redhead I met several years ago. Some of you might know her as Ball Joint Girl.
Ball joint girl.
Yeah. If you listen to some of the older episodes or you followed me through my entertainment career, maybe you know who Ball Joint Girl is. It's just Sage. Sage Luna. There, figured that out.
We're dumb, Sage.
Oh, sorry. So, Ball Joint Girl. I, for the life of me, cannot remember how I met this girl. One of our first times going out together, though, I remember was at a bar in Manhattan, Kansas. I think we met up at Tubby's. So we were there at Tubby's. I talked to her for not very long. She had an agenda that night, and that agenda was to get me back to her place.
Really?
Because she had things that she wanted to do. There's a point in some people's lives where sex isn't enough. Vanilla sex, in particular, is just not enough. Blowjobs and lady licks, just not good enough. Penetration, just not good enough. So you got to find new things to spice it up. And that's what Ball Joint Girl was all about. She had a very particular set of skills that she had acquired over a long period of time. And I told her that I was willing to try anything once. And once I said that, apparently that triggered her because she's like, oh, guys say that all the time. And then they don't like my thing. And I'm like, I cannot wait to hear your thing. So I told her some of my other stories, and she's like, you'll be all right. So she lets me come back to her place with her. No, we are not going to be at a new spot every time, Loyal, I promise. We'll go back to the other Dungeon of Doom eventually.
Loyal, I know you're loyal, so we'll be loyal to a spot.
Yeah, and we'll be on time. But anyway, so Ball Joint Girl invites me back to her place. She clearly, it's a nice big house that she's got. She's clearly got roommates, though. A little messy of a place. But, she was... The Ball Joint Girl was not a bombshell by no means, but she was good looking enough that I was like, all right, I got to try this out. You've never met her in person.
Honestly, that's got to make
Have I ever heard of her? Besides,
You've definitely heard of her. When I get into the story, if you
Okay.
don't remember, it's probably first brought up on After Hours.
Okay.
So she invites me in. The place is pitch black except for, I think it's fair to say, hundreds of candles throughout the house.
Hundreds of candles are lit throughout the house.
And
You
it
were
is
at
a
bar and
it
you
is
went here?
Now we're back at her place, yeah. And the place is kind of messy,
hazard.
so
That's really
we're all
dangerous.
terrified. I'm terrified. I say we're all.
extremely
I'm just
vanilla.
talking about me, Senior Pito, and the boys. We're all terrified at this point because we have no idea what's going to be happening. Because as far as I know, for sure, I don't think Senior Pito and the boys are actually going to be touched because we're into a whole new realm of whatever's about to be sacrificed, and I think it's me.
Cameron, may I tell you that says a lot about you? If Senior Pito was like, gang, let's go, I feel like you would be a different person. But you're saying right now, no, that wasn't happening.
I knew Senior Pito was probably not going to be a part of the action tonight. Something told me. So I follow her, and I have to mention that I, for some reason, thought this was weird because I knew something sexual was about to happen, but she had kind of gone out of her way to stay about 3 feet away from me at all times.
Oh man, I don't know what the fuck's happening here.
So I remember like when I first saw her, like I've recently become awkward again, but then I wasn't awkward. Like I saw her and I was like, oh hey, are you blah 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 ball joint girl? I'll just call her that. That wasn't her actual name. I knew her name then. So I went in for a hug and she was like, oh no, I don't like that. And I was like, oh, okay,
hugs?
that's fine. No hugs. Totally fine. I was willing to fly with that because this girl had some stories and I wanted them. So, but once again, as we're getting closer and closer to what I'm assuming is her bedroom, by the way, it was almost looked like an addition to the house that went underground.
Nope.
So I stepped down what is
Nope.
maybe 3 or 4 steps into a room that is pretty messy, lots of clothes around, even more longer candles that are just sitting in wax on various wooden things across the room. Some are like floating, kind of like Harry Potter style.
oh my god.
She's got her bed has got like long wooden posts. And like I'm talking like
That's a freak's bed.
fence posts thick at the corners, and like the bed sheet's very normal, nothing crazy. Everything else in the room besides the candles and the giant wooden bedpost very normal. At the top of these wooden bedposts are giant metal rings that are clearly like, I don't know, galvanized steel or something. They're meant to hold some stuff. Oh man. And I don't say anything at this point. We're all silent. Once we stepped into the house, she has not said a word to me. Just, I followed her. So she tells me to go ahead and get undressed. And I'm like, all right. As I'm getting undressed, I take my shirt off and, I'm able to see again. She has left the room. And I notice a weird noise. And I can't explain it to today. It, sounded like a noise that a dying cat would make, I think. And a weird smell came into the room. I soon learned that the smell was incense. And the reason for the cat noise is that she came back into the room with a leather cat mask on. She also, besides a dark black skirt, was completely naked now. At one point she turned around. The black skirt was clearly very short in the back. I like. And she wasn't wearing anything under the dark black skirt. And she had this leather cat mask on. It was an interesting time for sure. She then told me to take my position. I didn't know what my position was. So I was like, is this just a comfort thing? Like, do you want me just to sit here?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. She's like, oh, actually, just lay on your face. Lay on my face. So
No.
face down.
No, I won't.
Army soldier, arms to my side. I am laying straight on the bed. She then, one at a time, puts, I'll just call them wrist locks and ankle locks on all my legs and arms. And then, as you could guess, not only hooks me to the 4 posts in the bed, but also apparently there was a 5th hook that I did not see that was hanging from the ceiling that she then brought down with a rope, put to my hips, tied a thing to my hips,
What?
and then kind of, in a way, made me into a human tent.
Butt stuff. This is for butt stuff. There's no other reason, right?
So I'm here in a tent position
I don't know.
in this girl who is no longer saying words to me except for assume the position. Unable to move completely, thinking in my mind, I didn't set up a safe word. Am I about to die? She puts a blindfold on me, but leaves my mouth free to, I'm assuming, scream here in a second. I think I have terrified Wolfie. Loyal is not in anymore. At this point, I'm a little scared. I have no idea what's about to happen to me. Things are not looking in my favor because I think I'm about to be in pain, a lot of pain. And I was right. She grabs one of the candles, brings the candles over to me. These are not.
It was so obvious. We
They're-
had it from the walk-in.
There are two candles out there that could come up in some sexy time play. The appropriate candle that does not scald your skin when you drip the wax onto you,
Yeah.
or a normal candle that will give you severe burns all over your body. So she takes the wrong candle. Apparently there was a right one. She did not mean to do this to me. And she pours the wrong candle wax, basically starting at my lower back, straight down south.
Butt stuff.
And
I
it
called
hurts a lot. It hurts even more when the boys get involved.
Yeah.
So I was able to hold my tongue for the back and the crack. But once the boys got even a drop, I was like, no! Uh-uh. And she was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Which was really surprising because I didn't think she was going to respond that way. And she then touched the wax and immediately had realized what she had done. And then looked at the other spots, noticing huge red marks around the now frozen wax that is on my body. So she allows me some time to breathe. And by breathe, I mean she doesn't undo any of the straps or anything like that.
No.
I'm still in tent mode. But she gets me some ice and chills me down a little bit. Appreciated. She leaves the room for about 30 minutes. Like, way too long. The only reason I actually...
30 minutes?
30 minutes.
That's a long
Okay,
time.
That's a long time.
Wait.
Let me explain why at the time it wasn't a problem. I was pretty drunk. This all started at a bar.
Did you fall asleep?
I drank plenty. No. I think I was just thinking to myself. I was just kind of like excited, like what else is gonna happen tonight?
Okay.
I burned a testicle.
I don't want to kill
The
yourself.
rest of my body hurts. It's not great. Eventually, she comes back into the room, backwards. The skirt is gone now. Mask is still on.
She's
she's-
naked besides the...
She's walked into the room naked with just a leather cat mask on. And she gets directly behind me. And I now am looking down at Senior Pito and the boys dangling. And I look back at her and I can see her legs. And all of a sudden, I'll just be straightforward. Maybe a 10-inch, large, black, metal ball joint studded strap-on falls between our legs. Oh dear God. I didn't prep for this situation at all.
No.
She then...
Wait. Can I interject?
It's only if it's short, because we're almost at the end of the story.
If you're going to fuck up, I guess that is where you should go, is the 10-inch dildo. Because if you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm being dumb right now, you got to come out with that. So this makes sense for her.
So
I gotta say, I didn't think that's what you're gonna say, but I like that.
she then, I guess, gives me assistance by administering what I can only assume was about a half a gallon of lube. Not just in the area where I assumed this was going, but basically my entire lower half. So I enjoyed some of that. She then, without warning, goes right for it. My first response was, I'm pretty sure that's actually really exact. I'm actually surprised how well I did that with myself. I'd say that was exactly the noise I made. Because it,
Wait, now you got to describe what's going on with your back end.
she took that particular part and slid it right in.
Not the whole thing.
No, not the whole thing. At least I don't know. I would
Screw,
assume
you wouldn't know.
I would assume not. Yeah, a little history lesson. If you know me from that far back, drank quite a bit, enough to not feel things.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So I don't think she got the whole thing in. I don't think I'm that. I don't know, cavernous.
No. You're not Milo. And
She only gets a few opportunities to do that before I have broken the leather straps on my hands from literally struggling so hard. So very, very hard. So now I've gotten myself free. Her immediate response, apparently, was to take a leather paddle and hit me in the middle of the back. And she just goes, "No!"
You got to seal
At
the
this
deal.
point, I break out into laughter.
I mean,
And then shortly after, that's the end of the night.
you ruined it.
I ruined it.
Laughter would not do
I
it
apparently
for her.
broke a rule.
Laughter.
and breaking the straps was the first broken rule. I didn't know there were rules, but she told me, you broke a rule. And then laughing after she hit me, I broke another rule. Apparently at some point she had told me there were rules.
Well, she fucked up on that. really.
So I screwed that all up. And if you're curious if there was ever a date number 2, there wasn't. But I did reach out to her about 6 months later, only to find out that she is now in lovely Wichita, Kansas.
hey-o.
Wichita.
So I almost thought about traveling to her because I was like, let's get another story out of this. It never happened. Never happened. What did Chad have to say?
Chat.
You should go now because she's probably developed.
Probably.
What I was asking
It was
if
like
this
8
really
years
happened
ago.
to
Oh,
you.
it for sure did.
And then somebody else, Sage Luna said, this is definitely the girl in high school who would make random cat noises.
Oh, how they evolve over time. Huh?
Yes. Can I just say, through this whole story, how wrong it is? Like, how bad the whole thing was?
Everything. There should have
Like,
For
I
a
don't know
normal
much about
person,
these relationships,
yeah.
but you need to have communication. And without communication,
been
it's pretty much...
huge lack of
Cameron, you're
communication.
golden.
Yeah.
You did everything fine. You did it actually beyond. Like this is journalism you were doing.
Yeah, basically.
She, as a dominatrix, failed on every level.
Yes.
Like on every level. No, first of all, you don't find people randomly at a bar for this kind of position.
Well, we had talked beforehand.
Wait, did you leave out a bunch of
Did you seem
conversation?
like a sub to you? Were you subbing for her dom?
Like I said, I do not remember, but I do know we had
You
prior
know what?
conversation.
I'm actually going to say Cameron was so drunk that she told him this, and he was like, oh, yeah.
I was probably all yeses. All yeses. Are you into this? Yup. And after I said yes to enough things, she was like, perfect.
You know what? I love it. This is a good story now. I love it.
No, that was an excellent story. And if you're asking if we have follow-up stories, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, Cameron said, hey, I'm going to need you guys, maybe if you have some stories about me or something. And I said,
got
there's one
some
time you got
lighter
poison ivy.
stories. I got
What's
some
that
lighter-
mean?
You definitely have some lighter stories I could tell. I'm not gonna fucking say it now.
I wanted to do this
Am I gonna
bit.
be that asshole?
I wanted to do this bit because I was like, you know what? I want to know that I can tell the worst stories and it'd be okay. So I
Yeah,
figured,
man, you're in a
and
safe place.
This isn't even the worst story I have.
Unless you're Dimmy.
No, it's not.
Brian knows worst stories.
Yeah, I do. But I'm not going to tell him.
We'll tell him eventually. No
Okay.
spoilers.
Yeah, no.
But that I thought that's probably the worst story that I have for you tonight. Brian, what's our runtime right now?
Our runtime is an hour 20.
Hour 20. All right, we are running a little bit long, so maybe I'll save some of these other ones. But I'll save. Here's a funny one. This one will lighten the palate. I don't know. Have either one of you guys ever been robbed at gunpoint?
No.
Nope.
No, neither one of you guys have been robbed at gunpoint.
Nope.
All right, so once again, this is another story from Manhattan, Kansas. Very, very late at night. I don't know why I was alone at the time. I don't normally go out to the bar district alone. But I was very drunk. very, very drunk, and walking through an alleyway that I normally walked through to get home. Actually, when we lived on Kearney. So that made even less sense because I always went out with Brian and Ben
Yep.
back then. So I'm walking through an alley on my way home, and I see another guy walking towards me. I don't think anything of it. It's a really popular area. I see people all the time randomly falling to the ground. No big deal. And this guy, all of a sudden, I notice he's like walking towards me. And I'm staring at him at this point. I'm just like, what's he doing? What's going on? He puts his hand on my shoulder, tells me to stop. All of a sudden, I notice this man is way too sober right now. This man is way sober than anyone else in this area at 3 o'clock in the morning. He then tells me to give him my wallet. And I go, no, I'm not going to give you my wallet. Why do you want my wallet? He's like, man, just give me your wallet. I'm like, no wallet for you, good sir. He then pulls out a pistol, shows it to me. I was like, that's a nice gun. How old is that? He didn't care for that response. So he points it at me, says, give me your wallet. Well, I'm a funny sort of guy. And I thought in my mind, all right, this guy's going to take my wallet. He can have my pants too. So I start undressing. But I don't just take off my pants. I start with my shirt. So I take off my shirt, pop off my shoes, throw my socks. Then I start to take off my pants. It's about this time that I start to slowly unzip and unbutton my pants that he starts to take a couple of steps back. He's lowered his weapon at this point. And I hear something behind me. I then drop my pants completely to the ground and kick my pants directly to him. Here, you can have my pants. My wallet's right in there. Go for it. He doesn't take it, though. He drops my pants immediately. And then I feel another hand on my shoulder. I turn around, and it is the Riley County Police. About 2 officers are standing behind me. The gentleman in front of me is now run off. And they ask me, sir, why are you naked in this alleyway tonight? And I go, oh, hello, officer. I was just robbed at gunpoint.
Did they then proceed to say, why are you naked in this alleyway at this point?
Actually, no. One of the cops knew me. I worked in a restaurant in the area. He saw me all the time. He was like, this seems like a Cameron thing to do. He watched one of my prior shows. He was unfazed by the fact that I was in my underwear in the alleyway. They did ask that I put my clothes back on immediately. And then I followed them back to the mini station in that area, and they took everything I had to say. As far as I know, they never found the guy.
Right.
But they let me go home. They didn't even give me a ride, though. They're like, we know you live close. Just go home. Stop taking off your clothes.
Yeah, they're not going to do fucking favors
Yeah.
for you. They're police.
So, but these guys were really nice. I actually, if I had to think of any time I'm like, I like these police, it was the Riley County Police Department.
Fair enough.
Because they were very helpful to me in my time in Manhattan. But anyway, yeah, so that was the story I wanted to end with. A little funny. Threw my pants at a guy so he could rob me at gunpoint. I didn't get shot.
Hey, if you're the robber, verify the story for us if you'd like.
Yeah. But Brian, have I told you that one? I think I've told you that one.
I don't believe you have told me that one.
Okay. I feel like that's one I've said plenty of times.
What was
I
the
have heard
reason-
many stories from you, though.
Yeah. Right. You said it was because of a comedian told you no one liked to.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think, who was it? I remember hearing a bit at one point, nobody wants to fight a naked guy. So that was definitely an influencer. Yeah.
For sure. No,
Yeah.
it's perfectly logical reason.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to be a man or whatever, and
Yeah.
then you get naked, and it's
Yeah.
just like, you want to be a man? Come at me.
There you go. So anyway, good show, guys. I think it turned out pretty well.
That's good.
Rough start.
Yeah.
I
We
actually
started
really
on
love.
time.
I'm sorry, Loyal, but this is a good view of the actual show minus Brian, which of course minus Brian.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We should get closer. Is all I'm saying.
You're saying
we
Yeah.
should get closer.
Closer. All right. Well, guys, it is that time of the show. I think we're going to wrap things up. I appreciate you guys checking out the show tonight. That's so great of you. My hair is a little extra floofy. I'm thinking about shaving it. We'll let you guys decide
Falcon,
that.
this is all for you.
But yeah, guys, Really enjoyed the show tonight. Glad I could tell you guys some really insane stories. If you hate a bit or a segment on this show, go to Discord, go to the High Hopes chat. Let us know which one you hate. Let us know which one you love. Follow me on Twitter. All the links for the people watching live right now, they're all above you. For the rest of you who want to find me anywhere or find any of us anywhere, you can go to raptorteeth.live, follow the Discord channel, and all my personal social media links are there as well at Wolf1, WOHLF, the number 1. And Devin, any final words?
Yeah, you can find me at Devin P. Scott on Facebook. Go ahead and friend me. I don't even give
All
a
right,
shit.
there you go.
Do it. I'll delete Facebook, which is what I've always wanted to do. So if we get a really good fan base, that's a good sign if I delete Facebook.
There you go. Perfect.
So do it.
Brian, any last words for you?
No.
Alrighty, guys. Well, till next time, my name is Cameron. Y'all are some very lovely people. And this has been High Hopes. We'll see you next time. Bye.